Hey, what's up you guys? This is Mia from Cranberry Vintage, and tonight I wanted to do a Q&A with you. I am waiting on my children to return from a school trip, so I'm sitting in my truck and I figured this would be a perfect time to answer some questions instead of me typing them up. So that's the point of this video. I got a series of questions from two videos. One was the dry canning beans, and also the minced garlic. And I also want to give like an update on my experience with it right quick. So, and I pray you guys don't mind me giving shout out to individuals that ask these questions in particular. Thank you so much for asking them and giving input. It definitely helps me out. I appreciate it. So, nevertheless, the first one we're going to talk about is dry canning beans. So I got a question from Gordon Bush, and he was asking about dry canning black beans and if I had any issues. Gordon, I believe you said that you had issues with moisture, and you asked me have I had that happen to me. Thus far, I have not. I actually used, since that video, I used my black beans. Those were actually the first things I dry canned, and I used those, I would say, a couple of weeks ago. Sorry about the airplane that's going over my head. I used them, I would say, a couple of weeks ago for our black bean vegetarian, was it vegetarian burritos or something like that I decided to make. Every so often I go vegetarian in my house and my family's like, eh. So, but I was using them with my black bean burrito recipes, and they looked fine. I didn't have any issues. Now, I guess my question to you is, where do you store them? Like, mine sit right in my kitchen, and my kitchen gets really hot. So I don't know if that plays a part in it, but so far, my beans have been fine. Every so often I check them. I just kind of turn them upside down and shake them a little bit and see how they are. So as of yet, I have not experienced that issue. However, the next time I cook, I will definitely check and possibly do a check-in. So I hope that helps. If there's anything else you want to know about that, please let me know and I'll be glad to answer. The second thing came from, and please forgive me if I butcher your name, Ruth Poynton. I hope I got that right. Please tell me if I got that right, Ruth, please. She mentioned that her we're talking about minced garlic now, sorry. She mentioned minced garlic turning green. First of all, wow. So I have not had that issue. However, to be honest with you guys, the minced garlic recipe was great, but one thing I did notice that I wanted to share with you all, and everybody's different, but my experience is after a month and a half, I noticed that my garlic started getting a little darker. It became a little browner. It wasn't gooey or runny or anything like that, but the taste did change slightly. For me personally, I didn't care for that. Like I said, it wasn't disastrous. It didn't look bad. It didn't smell bad, or it was darker. So that was my issue. So I got rid of it because I like garlic tasting a certain way. But this particular, I can't really describe the taste of it. Like I said, it wasn't nothing like boom, like oh my god, it's totally different, but it was slightly different than what I'm used to. And also, I'm a foodie at heart, so I like, when my mind is set on a certain taste, it is just set on a certain taste. So it could just be me, but I just want to let you know, based off my recipe and how I preserved it, after about a month and a half, it started getting a little darker. Now, you guys let me know if it's something different for you. However, I do want to point out Jason's Jungle. He did mention in my minced garlic video that the University of Idaho Extension actually has a recipe that you could preserve it for a way longer period of time. So I'm going to look into that. And yeah, I'm excited to give it a try, you guys. Like, thank you for reaching out and giving me these updates and giving me these inputs, because I am serious about research and looking into it and also testing it out. So if you see something, like if you follow my stuff and it may not turn out exactly the way you want it or the way that I presented it, please let me know. Let's have a talk about it. We're in this together. You know what I'm saying? I hope that answered some questions. I was actually getting ready to upload my video on making homemade shrimp and grits, but I saw this and I saw a lot of questions come in, and I've been seeing a lot of the garlic questions coming in, and I really wanted to answer them. Oh, I'm sorry. It just sorry, it just hit me. There's another question. How do I store my minced garlic? At this current time, I store it in the refrigerator. Now, I am going to post an updated video of me looking up this recipe, this long-term recipe, but I'm still going to make my garlic the same way, unless the recipe calls for something different, like instead of oil, use water. But I believe Jason mentioned about citric acid, so I believe that's the only change. I still got to research, but I'm going to try what Jason recommended. My recipe is still going to be pretty much the same. However, if I feel like it's too different, you guys, I'm going to post an update saying, hey, this is my updated recipe. However, let me say that for sure, for me, for sure, if you're going to use that garlic within about a couple of weeks to a month, depending on your time zone and all that good stuff, this recipe, the previous recipe I posted, should be great. However, if you want it for something super long term, I'm going to see what I could do to find, to check out this recipe and some other recipes to see what we can do. So I hope that answered some questions, and yeah, thank you for reaching out and talking to me and bringing up different topics and asking different questions, you guys. Thank you so much. I love it. And thank you for the recommendations, for those that like say, hey, this is a cool recipe, but I found this that works really well as well, or this is what I went through, you might want to look out for this. You guys, I love you. Let me just put it out there. Thank you so much for sending me that, because I don't know everything. And listen, some of you guys are gangsters out there in some of this stuff, so just let me know if I'm doing something or you recommend a different method. I am so not above it. So with that being said, thank you guys. If you're new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe and join the family. You know, we appreciate it. If you have been here already and you like the page and all that good stuff and you love the videos, thank you so much. And oh, for those that haven't joined yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe, go for a ride, like this video, love this video, embrace this video. And you guys have an awesome night while I wait on the kiddos to arrive. So thank you so much for taking out time to check me out. Peace.